Eric Mother at mother.com. Here in front of us we have the chart for Altria going back to 1980. So 1980, 2016. Let's take a look at the long-term picture here, and what we're going to do is concentrate on some of the major lows. You got the lows here in 92, lows of 2000, and then lows of about, let's call it here in 2003, and lows of 2009. How can we have used the charts to tell us those major lows? What I'm going to do is draw a simple line right there, somewhere around there. That line happens to be at RSI approximately 38.2, and again this is monthly data going back to 1980. And so what we do here is we know that if we see uniform activity below the line back above it, that tends to be a re-entry area like we did here for the lows of 93, and again also we touch the same line here for the lows of early 94. Those lows were successful in that we saw an improvement in prices. We come here in late 99 and early 2000, uniform activity below the green line back above it for the re-entry during the lows there, and of course we had a nice move higher. And again here uniform activity below the green line back above it for the re-entry here in 03, and again uniform activity below the line back above it for the re-entry here in late 08, early 09, and of course since then we've seen this gradual explosion in prices. So we can see evidence here that uniform activity support at 38.2 is one of the reasons why visually the stock has been bouncing on this green line again, which happens to be at about 38.2. One other thing I would like to add is if you include the MACD, and so let's take a look at that. And again we're talking about these lows here, the lows here, lows right there, and the lows right there. Major lows over the last, let's call it 36 years or so. And again the line that we drew previously was at about 38.2 on the monthly RSI. Now we want to take a look at the MACD, and we can see that the MACD here has uniform activity bounce, and this is the default MACD. Uniform activity touching the zero line and moving back above it for the re-entry there, which corresponds with these price lows. Uniform activity below zero on the MACD and back above it, corresponding with this RSI uniform action and this price re-entry. Here we see it bounced on the zero line for the MACD with uniform activity for the lows there and for this price re-entry. And again here uniform activity below zero back above it in late 08, early 09, which also corresponds with this uniform activity RSI bounce for the re-entry there. So we can see that the MACDs also had uniform activity bounce as we discussed in our MACD series, which corresponds to the periods when the stock was a buy, especially for institutions that like to find stocks that are off their highs but could be long-term holdings. Eric Mother at mother.com. As always, good luck, peace and blessings. I insist on blessings, 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 riches, blessings, riches, blessings, blessings. Mwah.